We're back again during this Teaching Tuesday. We're going to be doing a Silver 2 Kiriko on Blizzard World on console. Let's see how many tips we can give this Kiriko player in 19 minutes. Okay, so we're just going to be starting this. Obviously, at the beginning, we're going to be thinking about which skin we should go with. Oh, yeah. Now you just want to flex with the skin. Understandable. Okay, so you're going Silver. You're playing Kiriko. I have a huge trick for you at the beginning. Hear me out. You'll do something called the Kirhithm. You're gonna heal, you're gonna damage. You're gonna throw your ofuda, one kunai. One ofuda, one kunai. I want you to do the following thing. Enemies in front, allies here, you are here. You're gonna play as much as you can on the side if you're on the flank, but in general, you're gonna try to simplify things as you're in Silver and you wanna play... being in Silver, Bronze, and Gold is mostly about finding a broken strategy that works for you. What I just told you to do, I feel like it's very easy to execute and very easy to get value out of. Because if you do that, you don't have to worry about positioning that much. You don't have to be worrying about aiming that much. And about ultimate cost charge, you can just cast your ultimate the second you have it. So let's see how you're gonna play this. Okay, Sigma doesn't want to listen to the call. Start doing some damage at the beginning. Or you can just go on the side. I love this. Very nice, very nice. Nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Once you get a kill, here's what I want you to think on support. Think about where you want to rotate. So that you get a kill and then you don't stay in the open. You go into my corner. My corner. My corner. Okay. You know? You never want to be in the open. Whenever you're aiming, I know that you play on console, so aiming might be a little bit trickier than on a PC. Try to aim at a head level while playing with Kiriko. You don't have to jiggle up and down and up and down. That is pretty good. Again, the second tip that we gave previously, walk a little bit more in the back and just try to find some cover. Spam at head level as we were talking about this. Stay in cover a little bit. And whenever you see that your allies are going to be low HP, obviously try to look for the suzu. But this is super interesting because I would give you like a ton of tips and stuff. But I want you to like learn the basics, I guess. Learning the basics in Silver is super crucial, right? So at the beginning, I'm gonna lower down the volume a little bit. You have to have a plan that you respect. Okay, that is an incredibly easy way of doing it. Because you're gonna hear people go like, just go in the flank and win the aim duel there, or just do it at the right time, or just do that, or just do that. Bro, one of the easiest ways of winning the game is just WASD with console. You know, like just moving and playing in the right spot. Think about the following thing: see the enemies in front of you, see your allies between you and the enemies, and then you're here. Don't focus only on looking at the enemies or only on looking at the allies, because you'll have like some scuffed gameplay happening and you do not have the possibility of, right now in Silver, I would say, of just picking the right decision. You know, you gotta learn your basics. You heal as much as you can, you damage as much as you can. Look, for example, this is amazing positioning over there. Is it still not that good, you know, because like, you're looking more at your allies, but this is good. This is good. A little bit more in the back, you have no damage. Fall off. And just shoot the enemies, heal your allies, and play nice and safe. I think that forcing high ground on Silver is super... It's good, but it's not necessary. So don't stress that much on going onto the left side flank, going to the right side flank, going on high ground and stuff. You have to learn the basics. You have to learn the basics. Now, one thing, you have your ultimate available. A good trick is to just throw the ultimate in. The second you have it, almost the second you have it, even the second you have it, I would say in Silver. It doesn't matter if you do a bad ultimate or not, because ultimate stays on the ground for a longer time. Good suzu over there, TPing out. Right now with Fox, for example. Just throw it in. Good. Perfect. Okay.
That's you behind.
Very nice. Maybe we can TP out. Wait, what's happening in the background? You have good aim and stuff. You know? Oh my god. That's good. You have pretty good timings on the suzu. You need to have a mission. You know, you need to have a mission. There's another trick that I can give you, though, whenever you're playing in Silver. find the person that you think is going to carry the game if you're playing support, and if you feel like if you put more resources into them, they're a hard carry. For example, you have a Mauga in your team, you can just pocket your Mauga. You have a Zarya in your team, you can pocket your Zarya. You have a Bastion in your team, you can pocket your Bastion. But then you're gonna go like, Mystic Streamer, what does that even mean, pocket? In this case, just right-click them as much as you can. Save the Suzu for them as much as you can. Don't go for cheeky plays and stuff. Just make sure that they're gonna stay alive. Because right now what you're doing is you're splitting attention to everybody. And this is why it's so complicated. Because you want to do a lot of the things. It's kind of like playing, you know, those aim training games that I'm playing in which I go like... Well, we're talking about like thousands, tens of thousands of hours of practicing that to do it at that speed. Play it nice and safe. Simplify. This case, just heal up Bastion. Look at your Bastion until your Orisa's back. Then try and heal up your Orisa. Because your Orisa is going to be pocketed, your Bastion is going to be pocketed by the Mercy usually, because as you probably know, Mercy focuses on pocketing the one of the DPSs. Obviously try to stay a little bit far away from like their range. Not that important, I would say, in Silver. Of course it's important, but if you just invest resources into somebody, this is where you're winning the team fight here. This is exactly what I was saying. You didn't focus that much on the enemies, you focused on enabling your teammates. You can... This is... I would say I'm gonna lower down the volume a little bit because there's a bit of a background noise. I feel like a lot of the times, the reason why people are not climbing is because they're complicating things. It is because they're complicating things, you know? So, do it simple. Look, this is complicating. Yes, you should go for a flank. Yes, this is the right play if you are really good mechanically. But it is easier to stay in the back, you close to your ultimate, and just focus the second you have it, right? I'm not saying to not split and stuff, but until you get more confident into your rhythm and stuff, because right now I feel like you go like, do I do that? 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 It's very hard for you to decide what to do fast. And until like you learn your basics, that's what I recommend you doing. You're playing really well right now. Okay, so here's another basic I can tell you. Fight is over, you're playing Kiriko, go and do damage to them. Walk in front, walk in front, walk in front, walk in front. Think where they're gonna be walking from, where they're gonna be walking from, where they're gonna be walking from, where. Okay, decent on high ground, have a good spot, don't stand still, okay? You're trying to see what ultimates they have and stuff, and now we're not ready for them. Good Suzu though, your Suzu timings are really good by the way. And look, this is a good angle though, I love this.
Tank,
right?
move off a bit, let's get some space.
I love this, I love how you react to the Suzu and stuff. But again, like, good. I don't know how you do ping keys on console, but always when you hear somebody flanking, even if you don't ping them instantly, just ping the enemy in that direction. Okay, playing nice and safe. Suzu usage is pretty good. Nah, it's okay, it's fine. Spamming a bit. Wait, what is happening? You're cooking. Spamming at a head level. I love this. Right now, what I'm thinking about is going for the duel with Cassidy right now and Silver. This is what I want to go for. I don't want to do a cheeky TP out and stuff. No problem. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Perfect. You know what you can do? You can try and quick play until you get used to this to actually keep on playing like this, because I feel like the enemies are not doing that much to you while playing like this now that I see. You have the confidence in like going for duels and stuff. So you can try a mix of what I was saying. You can either try to pocket your teammates at the beginning, or you can just try and go like in full damage mode and then TP out. It's more of a finding your balance and finding your playstyle. What works for you might not work for others, and the other way around. I feel like at the beginning, you are thinking what you want to go aggressive, but you don't know how aggressive. You go, I would say, you pick one, do it as much as you can until you get punished, and then you swap to the other one. The best players always have like a balance of when to go aggressive, when to go defensive, when to play with the team. It's easy to play non-stop aggressively. It's easy to play non-stop passively, you know? So in this case, in Silver, I would say right now, with this team comp, you're doing really well with your team. You have your Fox available. This team fight specifically, throw the Fox. Good Suzu usage, try to run away. Maybe you can shift away. No, you have good timing there. Let's see what's gonna happen. You're not afraid of going for the duels. I love this. And then you cap it. Perfect. Perfect hold. So to summarize, okay? To summarize, In this case, you have a Mercy that's probably going to be damage boosting the Bastion or the Junkrat. This being in Silver, trust me, Bastion and Junkrat are very annoying to deal with. You know, like they do a lot. If you just invest resources into them, I guarantee you that people in Bronze or Silver will be like, where are my healers at? Because this is too much damage. So you don't need to go for cheeky flanks if your goal is to climb. I'm not saying that this is going to develop good habits if you're going to get to GM. But if your goal is clear to get out of Silver, why complicate things? In this case, if you just right-click your Bastion and do some kunai from time to time, because your Suzu usage is very good and your Fox usage is pretty decent too, then you can get away with this a lot. I would say that support with Kiriko is mostly set up and mostly people just complicating things. If you want to play a little bit more aggressively in this case, of course, you can go on the side, try a couple of games, and go full YOLO into them. So like, for example, but how do I do this, Mr. Streamer? Look, at the beginning, he said what? Healer, because we're talking about like Silver gameplay in this case, and this is what the enemies would say about them not being healed up. They'd say that they would blame the healers. In this case, what you can do. But Mr. Streamer, how do you do this? Look, for example, here. Just one team fight. You can go... Your team is going to walk main, you're going to go right side, you're going to heal your team obviously as much as you can until you're going to split from them, and you're going to commit for the flank in the back and try to kill as many as you can. Do that 1 or 2 team fights, do that in quick play, see how it works out, and eventually you'll learn the limits to TP back to your team. Mercy in this case, pocketing, staying up, staying with 3 heroes at the same time is pretty good. Look, for example, this is why I was saying that this is a combination. I know Bastion was taking damage, you wanted to go for a flank, but then you just turn around to try to protect your team. Bro, your Suzu usage is insane. You have a good understanding of what abilities, of like when you should use Suzu, you know? You have a really good understanding of that. But see, like this is the problem. This is the problem. You have to pick one. You cannot do the balance right now in Silver. You either go full aggressive. He died. Or play a little bit defensive. Play it simple. So in this case, let's see what's gonna happen. Ignore your team. Go left side, go for the damage. I want to see this. Invest resources, just go for the duels. Doesn't matter. Okay. A little bit better. And then TP out. Pretty good. Good.
Nice.
Now when you're 5 versus 4, your goal is to try to pressure as much as you can without dying. This has to be your number 1 priority, right? Not getting more kills, but not dying because 5 is more than 4. Obviously. And try to keep your teammates alive while doing so, because you're gonna...
I'll Suzu if you
have like more space, you know? You'll Suzu. Perfect. Dude, your calls are good for Silver. Your Suzu usage is very good. You just have to pick something, and I guarantee you that you'll climb to plat in no time. In no time you'll climb to plat. You're also patient. You're doing a lot of balance. This is just awesome. I love this. That's your Junkrat trap. It's okay. Okay, staying over there. Nice. If you just like, I know that probably when we're gonna be watching like a Silver console vote, a lot of us are gonna go like, oh, Mystic Schemer is gonna drop like 200 tips, but on the contrary, you do not have to work on a lot of small things. You have to work on some pretty huge ones. And in this case is, I would say, do a plan. Make a plan before. For example, what is going in my head right now, right? Like, what do I want to do? Simplest option to do right now that can help you win the game very easily is just stay a little bit back in the payload, try to right click your teammates as much as they can while they're gonna try and go and get high ground and stuff, and when you see the enemy's Fox, so for example right now they're pretty low, you could have Fox there, or stay on the payload and Fox. Still good, because you want to push the payload to make sure that you're gonna go there. Or you can go hyper aggressive and invest your time into a flank. But see, this indecisiveness is what is causing you to lose team fights, right? That's exactly what. So yeah, you wanted to go and help Orisa, but then we keep on going deep. Or you just follow Orisa. Pick something and dedicate yourself to that. Okay, pick something and dedicate yourself to that. So I want to see this next team fight. What's gonna happen? Is saying group up. A very simple strategy in this case is like, think about what works for you. For example, Fox plus Bastion, perfect. So I'm gonna Fox or Bastion when Bastion's gonna form or close to where I'm gonna see the enemies. Because here's again the same indecisiveness. Your brain is thinking, do I help my teammates? Do I go for the Junkrat on the other side? Do I go into the payload? Do I go on higher? I love this. Good. throw the Fox in. Doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad ultimate. Here's the thing. In Silver, if you throw your ultimates roughly as fast as you possibly can, you will do a ton of mistakes and you're gonna do a ton of bad ultimates. But you might do 6 bad ultimates per game and 1 good one, compared to only 4 ultimates per game and all of them bad. You have to make mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the faster you make the mistakes, the faster you'll learn, rather than just staying over there and thinking about the perfect scenario. Plus, I'm gonna give you a small trick over here. Mostly not necessarily about like what happens in game, but what happens, I would say, to the enemies. Oh god, that was unlucky. You probably heard the rip there. I wasn't like aware of Suzuing this. Didn't react fast enough to Suzu this. Even if it's a bad ultimate, support's ultimate usually lasts for longer. Okay, I think Fox stays on the ground for 8 or 10 seconds. Window stays up for 10 seconds. Nano lasts for 6 seconds. So even if you don't do it at a perfect moment, who put the Kiriko deck, the Ilagi deck, it doesn't matter. Somebody will capitalize on it.
Nice, good kill.
Okay, good. You play with your team. And now this is an example in which you make sure that your teammates are not gonna die, obviously. You gotta pocket them, and you can win. Very easy. Just make sure that they're alive. Even if you're healing walls sometimes, you know? Even if you're healing walls. At the end of the day, as long as you're winning, if your goal is to climb, then you're gonna do whatever is easier to just climb in this case. But I do have to say the following though. I think that you have the mechanical skill in Silver and understanding of the game with when you shoot Suzu and stuff, at which you can just go into the enemies and kill them. I am not kidding you. I think that you can try a couple of games in which you just heal your team a little bit, then split and then go and kill them. And the second as I say this, we do some damage to the Zarya. Good callouts though. Good callouts.
Nice.
Look, for example, right now, what am I thinking? 83% on my ultimate if I'd be in Silver. Ultimate is a very easy thing to comprehend, right? If you're just new to the game. So right now, it's just gonna be like, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna do some damage from time to time. Check out my Kiriko for Noobs guide. I think I explained the Kirhithm there, or in the Kiriko rules exactly how you can do it. And now, the second I'm gonna have my ultimate, I'm gonna see where my teammates are. I'm going to good Suzu. I'm going to Fox. Tell my teammates. I'm looking at the ultimate charge. Now I'm thinking Fox main. Throw it. You know what I mean? So like, it's view Fox as a cooldown. View ultimate as a big, as a small cooldown. I mean, as a big cooldown actually. Push up. I like this. Even if it looks scuffed, you still get results out of it.
I can see zero.
Okay,
Nice.
good Suzu. No, you have a really good understanding of the game in Silver. I think that if you would be a coach, for example, I think that you would be a really good coach. So try and speculate this. Try and speculate the fact that you have a good macro understanding of the game and what should happen and stuff. For example, over here, we need to play safe. Look, that's a really good call out. You make sure everybody's supported, but try to shoot the enemies as well with the Kirhithm. So you heal a little bit, you do a left click. You heal a little bit, you shoot. And whenever you aim, try not to panic that much and try to aim at head level. Like when you're playing Kiriko, always tell yourself, whenever you're throwing kunai, just repeat yourself. Head level, head level, head level, head level, head level. So if we'd have to summarize this up until now. Actually, I think I have 1 more minute at the end to see this. So I see that we have 3 ultimates. And it's going to be 1 minute remaining. This means that I have 2 options. I can either go, we have Moira right now. I can go for a flank right side because I've played with my team so far and it's very hard to cap it, or I can stay together with my team. This is more of a style choice. I would personally recommend right now, though, to go on a mission in the back and deal with the Cassidy or the Ilagi, because it seems, if the enemy team seems like they're winning, that's when you split from your team. You know what I mean? To invest different resources. So right now, you're all playing together, you're trying to help your teammates because your teammates are getting gold. So why try to enable your teammates in this case? You can still win, though. Suzu was not available there. Probably a bit of stress came in. Wait, let me hear. I'm waiting. I would say lower down. Not your music volume. Those dead sounds. Get rid of those dead sounds. Those might stress you out a little bit in team fights. The ones that happen for your teammates. Okay, you go together. Making sure to pocket Orisa. You can just throw the Suzu in. Perfect. I think you can actually win this. You don't have Suzu for that. No problem. Throw the Fox in. No, it's over. It is just over. There's a lot of things in this VOD. Wait, I think it's still even. Still even right now. Careful about healing the Diva, obviously. Can't quite do that. Okay, so a lot of tips. I only have a couple of seconds to go. But here's the thing. You're better than silver. You can get to plat in absolutely no time. Try to play some quick play games to see how aggressive you can play and get away with it, and do a lot of mistakes, and then start playing defensively with your team. Thirdly, if you don't play aggressively, it doesn't mean that it's a mistake. Try different styles of play, and at the end of the day, if you're winning by just pocketing your teammates, then that is absolutely fine. You care about winning, okay, in this case. And fourthly, don't be afraid to use your ultimate the second you have it. Don't be afraid to go for risky flanks. Don't be afraid to do things, but pick something and do that thing. Don't do everything. Like, and with this I'm gonna finish, you want to play Apex and you want to get good at snipers. Pick snipers, play with snipers, play like a sniper, even if it's not optimal. Don't swap to pistols or whatever. Don't swap to R301 gameplay, you know? So just pick something and do that, focus on that, and eventually add a little bit more. Now, depending on how confident you feel like and what playstyle you think is gonna help you out, you can pick one of the two, either ultra aggressive or ultra defensive, and see how many games you can win with those styles, and eventually you'll be able to combine them and climb